Hello and welcome to another Zack Carnage Battle Report. So today we're going to continue with the Grey Knight Necron campaign, and if you've been following the blog post you know that unfortunately Brother Captain Arvos was slain in battle, and we are now on the new planet of Kendor, and on this planet the Necrons have found something that they were looking for. We don't know what it is yet, but it's inside that building. So for this mission setup, that building is the main objective worth 3 victory points. Then we have secondary objectives, one on this corner, one in the opposite corner, held by those Terminators, Grey Knight Terminators. And so each of those is worth 2 victory points, and then the usual Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, or First Blood, they're all worth 1 each. So yeah, and deployment is Necrons have to stay 12 inches away from this on one half of the table, Grey Knights have to stay 6 inches away from it on the other side. So let's take a look at what's in the army. So in reserves for Necrons, 5 Death Marks and a Doom Scythe. Gotta love Doom Scythe. Then on the table, 10 Immortals with a Veil Tech, 6 Wraiths with Whip Coils, Destroy Lord with a Mineshackle Scarabs and Sempiternal Weave. Then we've got 3 Scarabs and a Tomb Spider, 3 Scarabs and a Tomb Spider, 10 Warriors, Overlord with Resorb, and 10 Warriors. So pretty, mainly like just a killer army here, because Doom Scythe destroy stuff, Wraiths destroy stuff. I love that unit. So, then the Grey Knights have got Dreadnought with Twin Ink Las Cannon and Missile Launcher. The 5 Terminators with Brotherhood Champion, 5 Terminators. So each of these 2 squads has Psy Cannons. And then off the table we have 5 Paladins, and they have 2 Hammers. And then we've also got on the table a Grand Master with a Mastercrafted Psy Cannon, Mastercrafted 4 Swords, Psychotrope Grenades, and then we've got a Razorback with Twin Link Las. Each army has the move through cover and stealth for ruins, because they rolled the same on strategic traits. The first one, I can't remember, Conqueror of Cities or something like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens in Grey Knight turn 1. Okay, so Grey Knights moved up towards the building. Those ones stayed on there. Razorback moved over a bit and fired the Las Cannon at the Destroy Lord. Managed to take him down to 2 wounds. Then the Las Cannon and Missile Launch from that Dreadnought. Shot over here and did nothing. So yeah, time for Necron turn 1. Okay, so my first turn, spawned a Scarab here, moved up and then ran the Spider. Spawned one over there, same thing, except I took a wound on that one. Moved the Wraith and Destroy Lord up, but put a Wraith in front of him so that he's not going to get cut down next turn. Moved through the terrain, stayed where they were. These guys started firing on Terminators and killed one of them, and I deep struck with a Veil Tech my Immortal squad over here and killed 2 more Terminators, including one of the Psy Cannon guys. So that was pretty good. And that was my first turn. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say earlier that the Grey Knights they have that Paladin squad over there, but they also have a 10-man strike squad with a Psy Cannon and a Psy Bolt. So yeah, we'll see what happens in their turn 2. Okay, so nothing new on in Grey Knight turn 2. All that's really happened is those guys moved over, Dreadnought moved up, and they all fired on these guys. Took out the Cryptek and, 3 normal guys? 4 and 1 stood up. And that was pretty much it for the Grey Knight turn. Oh, and then, actually, yeah, some fire over here took out 2 of my Wraiths, actually, which was a pain. I didn't think I'd lose that many, but yeah, so we'll see what I can do in my turn 2. Okay, so at the end of Necron turn 2, let's see, move Spiders and Scarabs up on both sides, spawning more Scarabs on both, not taking any wounds this turn, and then assaulted these Terminators with the Brotherhood Champion. Managed to kill 1 Terminator but lost 2 Scarabs in the process. Still holding out there. On that side, we managed to wreck well, make the Razorback explode, and the explosion actually destroyed a swarm. Then we assaulted the brother, what is he called? The Grandmaster, with his 5 Terminators, wiping out all the Terminators, reducing the Grandmaster to 1 wound, and he managed to kill 1 Wraith in return. So, doing pretty well over there. Then here, actually, the Immortals fired on the Dreadnought and did absolutely nothing. So, getting a lot of hits, but no glances or anything. So, yeah, those guys hung back. These guys are making their way into the building to find whatever it is they're looking for. Doom Scythe came on and it zoomed up, so it did nothing. So yeah, we'll see what Grey Knights do in turn 3. Okay, end of Grey Knight, turn 3. So first thing that happened was the Paladins got dropped in over here and fired off, killing 3 warriors, but 2 got back up. On this side, they finished off my Scarab Swarms and did a wound to the spider. And then over there, I managed to win the combat, so I got Slay the Warlord for that one. So yeah, and we'll see what happens in my turn 3. Let's see if those death marks finally come on. Okay, so finished my turn 3. Death marks came on. Moved the Doom Scythe over, moved up the warriors, so I could fire on these paladins, and I managed to take out 2 of them. So that's pretty good. I'm not sure if you'll agree with me on this, but these are the rule sets that we're using here. The idea is that because my Doom Scythe moved over, I said that it could shoot them, because as it's flying over it should be able to shoot down at the ground while it's moving. So that's what I've always played, and I just wondered if you thought that was okay, because technically they're behind Doom Scythe, but if it were flying over the battlefield, then it would have been able to beam down the laser while it's going along, and it just makes more sense like that, to me anyway. So moved the warriors into the building, moved the Wraith and Destroy Lord up. Didn't actually use the jump packs in the movement phase, so I got to use my Hammer of Wrath, and that meant I could finish off all of the annoying Grey Knights over there, and then moved up with those ones, spawned another Scarab on that side. These Immortals still failing to damage that Dreadnought. Hopefully I'll be able to take it out next turn. And just as an idea, here's the Grey Knight dead pile. Which is quite a lot of points if you think about it, really. And also those 2 paladins over there. So, you know, that's a lot of guys we've taken out. So I'm doing pretty well. And yeah, we'll see what happens in Grey Knight's turn 4. Maybe the Strike Squad's going to come in. Okay, so the Strike Squad came on down here. And paladins were over there already. They all shot at my warriors. And then when the paladins assaulted, they managed to finish them off. But the Overlord's still there. So, and then over here, only other thing left for the Grey Knights, the Dreadnought. Focus. The Dreadnought fired on this squad and managed to kill one with the las cannon, but the missile launcher just failed. So yeah, I'm probably going to kill that in this turn. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I did kill the Dreadnought. Yeah, and moved the Immortals over there, and they ran up actually, and then these guys came down in case I hadn't finished it off, but I had. So consolidate to this way. I'm going to try and come back over here now if I can actually make it in time, because this Strike Squad is going to be a pain. I managed to kill one with fire from warriors in the building, and over there. My death marks joined in the assault and killed one of the paladins, and we put another wound on one, and then I took 2 on the Overlord. So I'm doing pretty well in that combat. Hopefully we manage to finish them off, but then the problem is getting assaulted over here. So yeah, we'll see what happens in Grey Knight turn 5. Okay, so that was the end of Grey Knight turn 5. The Overlord, who was here with his death marks, got completely surrounded by the Strike Squad, who managed to completely destroy them. and then after they consolidated away, he stood back up. So yeah, that means that they would have the objective, but he's contesting it. So, see what I can do with the rest of my army. I'm not really sure if there's much point left. I'll start moving back in the potentially last turn. Okay, so finished my turn 5, and that's the end of the game. So pretty interesting to see what I could do. I seem to be beating Grey Knights a lot at the moment. I'm not going to blame that on my opponent. So, because he might kill me. Okay, so yeah, just moved over the Overlord, moved these guys over in case there's going to be another turn, spawned some more Scarabs, moved over, that's pretty much it. And he killed 2 more Grey Knights. Oh, and I moved up and ran those Immortals. So, at the end of the game, let's see, we've got the main building for 3, we've got that one for 2, so that's 5, then we've got First Blood with the Strike Squad over there, and we got Slay the Warlord, so we're on 7, something like 7, and Linebreaker, so 8. I think that's right. You can check my maths, I'm not very good at adding anymore for some reason. So, and Grey Knights do not have this. We said they got Slay the Warlord because they did take out the Overlord once. Got Linebreaker. And yeah, so that was it. Pretty interesting game. And next time it's probably going to be a Tau Necron game. But don't forget to stay tuned to the whole campaign. You can leave any comments and suggestions down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.